Playo.tv live broadcasting.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Aeros Park, Ostrava, the Czech Republic, for the first broadcast brought to you by Playo.tv and Softball Europe and our many sponsors and partners from the 21st Women's European Softball Championship. This game will feature a matchup between Team Ireland and the side from Greek. You can see that the home plate conference is already underway. You saw both the coaches of the teams and the umpires, whom I will introduce to you later. Now the teams will line up. We will listen to the national anthems, and we will be ready to play some fastball. This is the 7th place game between these two teams. Ireland a record of 4 wins and 4 losses. Greece 3 wins and 4 losses. And we are ready for the national anthems, starting with Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard the Hymn to Liberty, the Greek national anthem, and the Soldiers' Song, the national anthem of the Republic of Ireland, as the players now shake hands and exchange gifts in a gesture of sportsmanship. And we'll be ready to see the opening pitch in a while. There will be some pregame demonstrations by Team Ireland. President of Softball Ireland, Colm Lavery, told me that before every game the ladies get together and sing the song called Ireland's Call, which was written somewhere in the 1990s, used first by the Irish rugby team. You might be able to hear them singing, and you can see them in the left side of the screen. As we're looking at the batting order of the Greek team, it's Sparakis, Bezos, Iliopoulos, Zepeda, Marinakis, Nikaza, Lysakaitis, Karamouzis, Savitsanu, and Catherine Stavru will be batting in the number, well, no, she's the starting pitcher, so she's in the number 10 spot. There will be a designated player batting instead of her, as the Irish side will take the field shortly. We're looking at the catcher. There is a Griswold. The starting pitcher is Mackenzie McGrath. Around the horn, Jarvis playing first, Monteleone second, Franklin third, Alexandra Monteleone playing shortstop, so it's Hannah Alexandra Monteleone in middle infield, and the outfield from left to right, Wilmot, Sullivan, and Carey. There's a designated player batting in the number 6 spot for Team Ireland, Shelby Greifman, but we'll get to their batting lineup after the end of the top half of the first inning. As Mackenzie McGraw, there she is, number 22, takes the first warm-up pitch. Quick look at her pitching stats at the tournament. Mackenzie McGrath, sorry about that. She's got an ERA of 6.14. She pitched 7 1/3, allowed 5 runs, all of them earned, on 13 hits. She struck out 3 batters. I believe she represents Fordham University of New York State. Facing her as the first batter will be number 17, the shortstop, Maria Sparakis. And she's ready to see the first delivery from McGrath, and that one's in there for a called strike 1. The umpires of today's game are umpiring behind the dish, Luis Ignacio Pardo. At first, we've got Michael Rangley, and at third, Darryl Pittman. Now the 0-1 delivery from McGrath. There it comes. And that one gets corner of the strike zone for a called strike 2. 0-2 the count now on Yeleni Sparakis, who is representing Santa Clara University. She's the all-time hit leader at Saratoga High School in California. She shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a swing and fouls that one off. The count on her still 0-2. Eleni Murray Sparakis batting 4.458. That is 11 for 24. She's got a double and 2 triples. She drove in 2 runs. Now she squares bunt again. And she takes that one for a ball. 1-2 the count now. We're looking at Mackenzie McGrath, player number 22, the starting pitcher for Team Ireland. Now the 1-2 delivery. Sparakis swings at one, and that one hits it foul. The count's still 1-2. As I said, at this tournament, the Greeks have 3 wins and 4 losses. They were part of the top 6, or Super 6 tournament last year, but now the 1-2. Bit of an off-speed pitch, hit on the ground to second, picked up, and the throw is made to first in time for out number 1. Let's have a look at the replay. She sends it towards second base, picked up by Hannah Monteleone, and the throw to first to Ariana Jarvis for out number 1. Next up, number 13. Alexis Bazelas, the center fielder, left-handed batter, about to see the first delivery from Mackenzie McGrath, and that one's in the zone for a called strike 1. See that Alexis Bazelas took a couple of strides towards the pitcher in what looked like an attempt at a slap hit. Now the 0-1 delivery from McGrath, and that one missed low and away. 1-1 the count. Again, we can expect Bezos to try and slap hit. Bezos batting 8 for 22 at the tournament with 2 doubles and a home run. 6 runs batted in, and now the 1-1. And that one missed inside. 2-1 the count with 1 down and no runners on here in the top of the first inning of this first live broadcast from the 21st Women's European Championship, brought to you by Playo.tv, Softball Europe, and our many sponsors and partners. Now the 2-1 delivery, and that one is sitting on the outside corner, called for a strike 2. 2-2 the count now. So Bezos haven't swung the bat yet. Now Count on her is already 2-2. And McGrath with the delivery. Hit softly on the ground towards the pitcher. Picked up and the throw to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Batting next will be player number 6. The left fielder, Anissa Iliopoulos. As having another look at the replay. Another pitch that seemed a bit off speed. Hit softly on the ground for out number 2. And now Iliopoulos takes the first pitch in the zone for a call strike 1. She's batting 10 for 22 with 4 runs batted in. She struck out once, walked once. There she is, Anissa Iliopoulos, ready to see 0-1 delivery. The count now even at 1. As I said, the Greeks made an appearance at the Super 6 tournament last year, finishing 5th after they defeated Russia in the 5th place game. Now the 1-1 delivery, and that's drilled out of the park, foul. Good contact there by Iliopoulos. He's got 4 runs batted in. So the count on her now 1-2. With 2 out, no runners on. This is the top of the first inning. Now McGrath with the pitch. That one missed low and away. Good pitch for that count. They were trying to get Iliopoulos to chase one out of the zone. The count now 2-2, 2 down. And Iliopoulos ready to see the 2-2 delivery from Mackenzie McGrath of Fordham University. Now the 2-2. And that's hit up. Fly ball to right. Under it comes the right fielder, Morakiri, to make the routine catch to retire the side. So no runs and no hits. 3 up and 3 down. As we're going to have a look at the replay. Pitch was outside. And fly ball caught almost on the line by Morakiri. We'll be going to the bottom of the first inning, in which we'll definitely see Sullivan, Hannah Monteleone, and Teresa Griswold, with Wilma Jarvis, Greifman, Kiri, Monteleone, and Franklin also in the batting order. The starting pitcher for the Greek side is number 12, Yeftimia Marinakis. There she is, number 12. Last warm-up pitch and throw to second, and a quick look around the horn. So it's not Stavro, it's Marinakis to Karamuzis, Zepeda, Nikaza, Lysikatos, and Spirakis in the infield and the outfield from left to right. Iliopoulos, Bezos, and Zavitsanu. And stepping up into the batter's box for Team Ireland, number 23, Kiara Sullivan. And she's ready to face Yeftimia Marinakis, who's pitched 17 2/3 at this tournament. And the first pitch from her, that one missed outside, 1-0. Marinakis 17 2/3. She allowed 24 hit runs, 22 of those earned. Now the 1-0 delivery missed up and away, 2-0. So she's got an ERA of 11.21. She struck out 10 batters. Now the 2-0 taken in the top part of the zone for strike 1 by player number 23. Kiera Sullivan, who's batting 6 for 17 with a double and 2 home runs. 8 ribbies for the leadoff lady, a leadoff woman for Team Ireland. Now the next pitch is it foul towards the warm-up field, where you can see the team warming up for their next game. A beautiful ballpark here in Ostrava. For me, this is the first time I've been here, and I gotta say I'm impressed. There's 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields. Now the 2-2, and that one's in there for a caught strike 3. So good start to the game by Marinakis. She gets Kara Sullivan to strike out looking. Another look at the situation. And a good pitch on the outside corner. Good framing job by the catcher. Next up, Hannah Monteleone, the second basewoman, player number 1. Batting left-handed. And took a couple of strides towards the pitcher, so we could expect her to slap hit or bunt to reach safely. 1-0 the count. And Marinakis with the pitch that missed inside. 2-0. So the 2-0 delivery coming up next from Marinakis. She deciphers the sign from her catcher, and she's ready with the 2-0 delivery. That one missed upstairs. 3-0 the count now on Hannah Monteleone. Hannah Monteleone batting 1 for 9. And the 3-0 missed the zone, and that's a walk given up by Marinakis. And that will bring up the power hitter for Team Ireland, number 3, the catcher. There is a Griswold. She's batting 7 for 22 with a home run and a double. 7 runs batted in. And she's ready to face Marinakis. And the pitch. And that's drilled into left field for a base hit. Wasting no time was the Irish catcher. She gets a line drive hit into left field. The runner moves up to second. Good piece of hitting there by player number 3. There is a Griswold. And now we'll bring up the cleanup batter for Team Ireland. And that is Lily Wilmot, number 16, the left fielder. 1 down, 2 runners on. And that one's in there for called strike 1. Wilmot batting 8 for 18 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 8 runs batted in. She also walked twice. She was hit by pitch twice. And now she hits that one on the ground, and that will get away from the second basewoman. And rounding third was the first run scored of the game, player number 1, Hannah Monteleone. So fielding error by Brianna Nikaza. And the ball hit on the ground. You can see that again. Got over her glove and rolled towards the beginning of the grass, and now that throw home was not in time, and it was off as well. Batting next will be number 77, Ariana Jarvis, with 1 down, 2 runners on after Ireland drew the first blood of the game. The score now, Ireland 1, Greece nothing. Marinakis looking at table on the forearm. That one's hit foul towards the warm-up field, which I believe would be the main baseball field of the reigning champions of the Czech Extra League in baseball. Arrows Ostrava, they won, they defeated Grazie Brno. And now that one's hit deep into left field. Will that clear the fence? And it did. So that's a 3-run shot for player number 77, Ariana Jarvis. So 4 runs scored in this inning by Team Ireland. And the tall first basewoman drove that one out of the park. That's her first home run of the tournament, I believe. Let me make sure. It's Ariana Jarvis. Ariana Jarvis Yeah, she was batting 7 for 12 with a double. I think originally I mistook her for, might be her sister Andrea Jarvis, and now there's a bit of a mount conference going on. And there'll be a pitching substitution, so that's it for Marinakis. And into the pitching circle steps number 48. That will be Stavru, I believe. So Evtimia Marinakis pitched 1/3. Surrendered 4 runs, 3 of them earned, I believe. That first run was scored on an error. There she is, Catherine Stavru. She pitched 16 1/3, struck out 5 batters, an ERA of just about 6. And another warm-up pitch. As we look into the stands, decent number of people already at the ballpark, and we can expect definitely more people showing up later today, as the local team or the home team, the Czech Republic, are scheduled to play the Netherlands in the last game of today's program at around 8:45. Might be a bit later because this game started a bit later due to the previous game going a bit too long. So we'll be ready to resume play shortly. Batting now will be number 43, the designated player, Shelby Greifman. Shelby Greifman 3 for 4 at the tournament with a triple and 3 runs batted in. And she takes the first pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1. Now the 0-1 delivery to Greifman. She sits on the pitch, good swing, hits it foul. 0-2 already on the Irish designated player. And now Stavru with the 0-2 delivery. And that hits her on the back. Pretty much in between the shoulder blades, it seemed to me. So that's a hit by pitch walk given up to player number 43. Another look at the situation. Well, no, it was on the side. Not a pleasant experience, but I'm sure she'll be ready to continue playing as number 8 steps into the batter's box for Team Ireland. That's Maura Kiri, the right fielder. And she takes the first pitch in the zone for a call strike 1. 0-1 now. Now the 0-1 delivery from Stavru. That's in there for a called strike 2. Now the 0-2 delivery with 1 down and 1 runner on. And that one missed low and outside. 1-2 the count now. Got Alexandra Monteleone in the on-deck circle and Nicole Franklin in the hall. And Stavru with the pitch. Another pitch low and away. Count now even at 2. And that one's hit on the ground towards third, caught in foul territory, foul ball. So everything will go back. The count still 2-2. This is number 43, Shelby Greifman, the designated player who reached for safety after being hit by pitch. Now another 2-2 delivery from Stavru, and that's hit foul the other way. The count still 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Stavru. That one missed upstairs. 3-2. Count now full. 1 down. And the payoff pitch coming up next, courtesy of Catherine Stavru. Here it comes. Hit on the ground towards third, and that's a fair ball. And the throw to first is in time for out number 2. Good fielding there by Chelsea Lysakaitis. The runner moves to scoring position on at second. As we'll have another look at the play. And on the ground, one hopper towards the third basewoman. Good throw to first to get Nora Kiri. So now it's Alexandra Monteleone, the shortstop, number 35. She took the first pitch in the zone for a called strike 1. She's got a runner in scoring position. Anna Monteleone batting 1 for 9. And that's hit up in the air and foul and out of play. So the runner will have to go back to second. As the count is 0-2 on the Irish shortstop, Alexandra Monteleone. Catherine Stavru with the pitch. That one missed outside, 1-2 the count. So now the 1-2 pitch from Catherine Stavru. Here it comes. And that one missed low and inside. A pretty good pitch by Stavru. Laying off of it was Monteleone. That brings the count to 2-2. With 2 out and a runner on at second. And Stavru with the pitch. Hit on the ground, and that will get through into the outfield, and that will bring in run number 5 for Team Ireland. Good piece of hitting there by Alexandra Monteleone, who records the second hit of the tournament, setting the score to 5-0 for Ireland. We have another look, pitch outside, well hit. Got through on the line into the outfield. And that's number 43, Shelby Greifman, scoring run number 5 for her team. We're still in the bottom of the first innings. 2 down, 1 runner on. And batting now will be batter number 9 in the Irish lineup, Nicole Franklin, third basewoman. She's sporting jersey number 21. There she is, taking a warm-up swing. As there's a defensive conference going on in the pitching circle, and Stavru will be ready to get back to her job. So we're looking at one of the Irish coaches. I spoke earlier before the game to Colin Lavery, told me a lot about the softball program in Ireland, but let's get back to the game. The first pitch to Franklin missed low and inside. 1-0 the count. And that's hit on the ground, foul. Count now even at 1. I don't know what was going on over there at first. If that was amicable or there's some bad blood between coach and his player. Batting still number 21, Nicole Franklin. And she struck out looking to end the inning, in which we've seen all 9 Irish batters. Ireland score 5 runs. And it's 5-0 after complete first inning. We'll be back with more after this. And we're back for top of the second inning of the 7th place game at the 21st Women's European Championship. Ireland took an early lead, courtesy also a 3-run shot by the first basewoman. Pitching still McGrath, and that one's hit the other way, and that will fall in for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Konstantina Zepeda. Next up, we've got Eftimia Marinakis, who started the game in the pitching circle, so wasting no time was Zepeda. She gets on to get some traffic for her team. So Mackenzie McGrath now pitching to Marinakis. And that one's in there for a called strike 1. Owen won the count. There's Mackenzie McGrath. ERA just below 7. Now the 0-1, and that's hit into center field. Going back is the center fielder, and she makes the catch. That was Kiara Sullivan. And that's out number 1. Marinakis hit it quite deep. It was too much of a fly ball, so an easy job there for Kiara Sullivan. There she is, and now this will find the 3-4 hole. Rounding second is the runner, and she will be safe on at third. A good piece of hitting there by Brianna Nikasa, the second basewoman, player number 25. Gets a base hit. She got a pitch low and inside, hit it on the ground, and found the 3-4 hole. So the runners are now in the corners. The batter is number 10, Chelsea Lysakaitis. 1 down, and it's still Mackenzie McGrath pitching. And that one's hit on the ground, foul. Chelsea Lysakaitis, she had a nice play on the ground ball in the bottom of the first inning. Now the count on her is 0-1. The runners in the corners. And Lysakaitis, she laid off of that one. That seemed like a changeup down in the dirt. Low and away. The count now even at 1. With 1 down. I wonder if Brianna Nikasa is going to try and steal second. Now the pitch. And that one gets a piece of the zone. 1-2 the count now, as we're looking at Zepeda. Got to base it the other way to open the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 2 runners on. And that's Mackenzie McGrath with the pitch. And that one's hit through the shortstop and attempted a diving catch, unsuccessful. So that will bring in run number 1 for the Greek side. So 5-1 now to score. Good piece of hitting there by the Greek third basewoman. As we're going to have another look. Sharp line drive. Fell on the ground. Got past Alexandra Monteleone. Batting now is number 8, the catcher, Catherine Karamouzis. 2 runners on, 1 down. And that's hit the other way. Foul. Karamouzis went 0 for 7 last year at the Super 6 tournament. She's batting 2 for 8 at this tournament with a triple and 2 runs batted in. Now the 0-1 delivery from Mackenzie McGrath. Good pitch sitting on the upper part of the zone for a called strike 2. 0-2 the count now. You've got runners on at first and second. 1 down. And that one missed outside. 1-2. So it's Cicadas, the runner on at first. Nikaza, the runner on at second. 1 and 2 the count, and Mackenzie McGrath ready with the delivery. Swung on and missed by Karamusis. And that's out number 2. Batting now will be number 18. So we'll see a pinch hitter instead of Theorani Zavitsanu. We'll see number 18. Anastasia Stavru, batting 8 for 20 at the tournament, with one run batted in, and the Greeks definitely want to cash in on the opportunity that they have now in the top of the second inning. If they score 1, they still got 2 runners on with 2 away. So the pinch runner now, Stavru, number 18. And she swings at the very first pitch, and that one will be caught in foul territory by Morakiri. So that eliminates the threat for Team Ireland, but not after the Greek side have scored 1 run. So we have another look, and a bit of a pop-up fly caught by Kiri in foul territory. So we'll be going to the bottom part of second inning with Ireland still up by a score of 5-1. It will be Sullivan, Monteleone, and Griswold batting in the bottom of second for Team Ireland, as Stavru hits a couple of warm-up pitches. Pitching her is Catherine Karamusis, who struck out a while ago. Quick look into the stands, and there's Mr. Gutwirth, former coach for the Czech men's national team. I believe he also coached Czechia and one other team. Came here to watch some top European women's fastball here at Arrows Park in the beautiful city of Ostrava in the Czech Republic. Looking at one of the coaches for the Greek team, and stepping into the batter's box is number 23, Kiara Sullivan, who struck out first time up. And she's ready to see the first pitch from Catherine Stavru. Now one missed outside. 1-0. And now the umpire, Luis Ignacio Parker, is explaining something to the Irish side. Everything seems all right now. The count on Kira Sullivan, 1-0. In the background, you can see Gregor Valencic, one of the official photographers for this event. You can see his work on the Facebook profile of the championship. That one gets a piece of the zone for a call strike 1, so the count now 1-1. So make sure to follow us on Facebook, I guess Twitter and Instagram as well, for all the latest news and photos and interviews and whatnot. Now the 1-1 delivery, just a tad outside. 2-1 the count now on the Irish leadoff batter, the center fielder Kiara Sullivan. And Catherine Stavru ready with the pitch. An off-speed drop ball almost in the dirt. 3-1 now the count. And now the 3-1 delivery by Stavru. And she gets in the zone, so now the count is full. And now the payoff from Catherine Stavru. And that's hit softly on the ground, foul. So Kira Sullivan battling it out for Team Ireland. We've got a relief pitcher warming up in foul territory in left field. I'm quite sure it will be Kelly Nelson. And that's hit up in the air and out of play, foul. Towards the Greek bullpen. A long at bat for Kira Sullivan, who going into the game was batting 6 for 17 with 2 home runs and a double. She drove in 8 runs. She struck out already in this game. And now the payoff from Stavru. Swung on and missed. And that's another strikeout for Kira Sullivan. That will bring up player number 1. And that one was up and in, swung on and missed by Sullivan. So batting now is Hannah Monteleone. And first pitch laying off of it was Monteleone. And it seems that Stavru, the other Stavru, number 18, is still in the game, playing on it first after her pinch hitting appearance. Now the slap hit down on the ground towards first, picked up, and the throw to Brianna Nikaza, who was covering first. So that's out number 2. Next up, number 3, the catcher, Teresa Griswold. Another look at the situation. The pitch, slap hit towards first. Good job by Anastasia Stavru picking it up and making the easy play at first. Now the pitch missed upstairs. 1-0. Now the 1-0 delivery to Griswold. She takes one in the zone for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count now. 2 down, and the pitch hit up in the air, and that will end up foul. No, the call from the home plate umpire is home run. I couldn't see it from where I was sitting, but a nice shot by the Irish catcher for the second home run of the game, setting the score to 6-1. And I'm sure we'll have a chance to have a look at the replay. What a shot. I thought that one was going foul. Well hit by Griswold. And where's the ball now? And yeah, that one was fair. That cleared the fence by a couple of meters at least. Nice shot. Next up, the left fielder, number 16, Lily Wilmot. Scored a run. She was driven in by Ariana Jarvis, who's in the on-deck circle. She hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of first. And Stavru is ready with the 0-1. And that one missed low and away. 1-1 the count. And Stavru ready with the pitch. Swung on, hit foul. Two down. No runners on. 2-1 the count, apparently. 2-2 now, after Wilmot took one in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. This is the bottom of the second innings. And that's hit the other way. And that will be caught in flight by Anissa Iliopoulos for out number 3. So after 2 complete innings, Ireland 6, Greece 1. We'll be back with more after this. And we're back in Ostrava for the top part of the third innings, and I'm joined here by Colin Lavery. Hello, Colin. Thanks for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, the first pitch to Sparakis, a base hit, player number 17, so she gets on. Batting next will be Alexis Bezos. So, Colin, could you tell me something about your women's fast pitch program in Ireland? I know that Ireland is more renowned for slow pitch, so how's fast pitch doing at the moment?
Well, yes, obviously slow pitch is the key one in Ireland. We've been very successful over the years. The funny story about this is myself and the head coach, who happens to be my wife, we went to the Harlem World Championships. We walked in, Netherlands were playing the Czech. It was like a football game, and I said, let's try this. And that's how we started, and we started with Team 1, which were a mix of I thought it was a strike. We're a mix of mainly slow pitch players, and 4 weeks before the tournament we had no pitcher. We were playing an all women's team in a co-ed slow pitch game, and we met this girl in the park who said, "Oh, I used to pitch fast pitch." We said, "Next you're going to tell us you have an Irish passport." She goes, "I do." And hence Shauna Walsh pitched for us for the next 2 years.
Wow, that's quite a story, as the ball got away from the catcher. So the Greeks now have Parekas, the runner, on at second. In the batter's box is number 13, the center fielder, Alexis Bezos. You told me before the game that you're planning to build your bases from the top down rather than going from bottom up. Why is that?
Well, when we were looking at it, funding is one reason. You want to be able to get funding. We got our first little small bit of funding this year because we were in an Olympic qualification tournament, €5,000, but nothing to sneeze at. But I believe you need to give heroes to kids to inspire to be. We've kind of progressed a bit quicker than we thought we would. Winning medals last year, but ultimately you want kids to have something to aspire to be.
So you're getting a lot of kids every year?
Not yet, but we're just finalising a merger with Baseball Ireland, and hopefully through that we'll have an opportunity to develop kids. But it's very hard in Ireland for minority sports to break into the schools because it's controlled quite a lot by GAA, the hurling, which we spoke about earlier on.
Yep. And now that one's hit into the gap, into the outfield, and that will get all the way through the wall, and 1 run scores, and another run is going home, and the throw and the tag. No tag, the call by the home plate umpire, and it seemed that the runner missed home plate as she was getting back. So 2 runs scored on the triple by Anissa Iliopoulos. So this is beginning to be an interesting ball game.
Yeah. A team of this quality is always going to come back at you. They were number 6 in Europe 2 years ago. They went to the Super Sixes. We were number 15.
Yeah. I had a look at your results historical. Apparently, you first made an appearance at the Euros in 2015 in Roosendaal, Holland, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Coming 19th.
Yeah. We won. We beat Israel. And probably one of the greatest nights because we won at 11 o'clock in the morning. I think we were all drunk by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon celebrating. Had our hangovers by 6 and played at 9 o'clock the next morning again.
Wow, that sounds quite interesting. Then you also made an appearance 2 years ago. You beat Lithuania, Slovakia, and Croatia at that tournament. I think Kira Sullivan was already there batting 3-4-6 with 5 runs batted in.
So Kira was playing there, and we had Tess playing catcher, and then the Monteleone sisters up the middle, and and how small sport is. So Chelsea, who's playing third base for Greece, she introduced us to Ali and Hannah in 2016 at the World Championships.
Wow.
And in a really small thing, so Chelsea's getting married this day week, and Hannah and Ali are her bridesmaids.
Wow. So a lot of cooperation between Greek and Irish softball. I noticed that you had some success with your youth under 19 and under 22 categories last year.
Yeah, we were absolutely amazing year. We went just hoping to be competitive with our view on this year, building our teams, and these girls, and we love them. We love them a lot. They're a special group of people, and I kind of say in the most loving kind of way that we're too stupid to realise that these teams are better than us, and we just keep going.
That's good. So now there's been a pitching change. Pitching now is number 77, and now she hits the first batter she faced. So is that Ariana Jarvis?
Yeah. Ari's
so she started at first, and now she's pitching? She
made
that 3-run home run?
She did, yeah. She's Melanie likes to have her pitchers ready to go in the game without using the substitution, using the TP rule. Ari's been a great addition to the program this year. Her sister Andy, who's not playing today, also catches, has been another great addition. They've just helped us bring us to that next level.
Batting now for the Greek side is number 12. Efthynia Marinakis is the designated player. She started the game in the pitching circle. She was pulled after one out in the top of first. So runners now in the corners.
Yeah, it's going to be a good ball game.
Now the pitch and missed outside. So apparently it seemed that the first baseman and then the pitcher, they just switched places, right?
Yeah.
So it's Mackenzie now playing first and Ariana Jarvis pitching.
And so you always know Mackenzie's out of the circle because her father's come down from the outfield.
And hard swing by Marinakis. She got a piece of it, hit it foul. 2-1 the count. Now, Colin, is there a men's program in Ireland?
No, and to be honest, we probably don't have any ambition for a men's program. The women's program is challenging enough. You know, we're hoping, we've been trying to get a league. It's difficult because you want the indigenous talent. You know, our head coach's vision is ultimately one day to have 17 players playing on the national team developed in Ireland. You know, I mean, pitching wise, that's going to take 10, 12 years.
Oh yeah, it's never easy to get good pitchers.
You know, and we take our lumps. You know, I mean, like there's not one person out there who we don't consider Irish, no matter where you're born. You know, almost, you know, Irish by the grace of God, and we've got 70 million people around the world claim to be Irish.
That's a good pool of talent. If you look long enough, you might just find some good players. Now the runner took second, so we've got two runners in scoring position on at second and third. It's still Marinakis in the batter's box. 3-2 the count on her, and now the payoff pitch by Ariana Jarvis, and that's hit softly to foul territory in shallow right field, so everything will go back a step.
The only thing I will say is this team ages me. I'm actually only about 24.
And how did she get introduced to softball? Did she play slow pitch?
I played slow pitch. I had the honour to play for Ireland in slow pitch. To be honest, a friend of mine through another sport came up to me and said, we're short a player tonight. Any interest in playing strikeout? We'll take that. We got any interest in playing softball? And I said, well, why should I? He goes, women and beer. That was literally the conversation he had with me, and we had a very enjoyable time. And I said, I met my lovely wife, the head coach, through softball.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I've made many great friends through softball.
Yeah, it seems the typical softball story all around Europe, even here in the Czech Republic. It seems like a family affair. I mean, you got whole families involved with softball and baseball. Back in the day, most guys would play both baseball and softball until the early 90s. So it's lovely to hear that something similar is going on in Ireland and in other places, I bet.
Absolutely, like, you know, I mean, like our community is great. Like, you know, I think it's mentioned earlier on, we had the honour of hosting the USA last week in Dublin, and you know, we were building the field as they arrived, and as we left, the people came out of the stands and helped us dismantle the field that night. You know, you can't beat community like that.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Batting now is number 25, Brianna Nikasa, after Marinakis struck out looking for the first out of the inning. Still two runners on at second and third. And here's Jarvis with 0-1 delivery, or that was a 1-0, so 2-0 now. So you got any actual ballparks or softball parks in Ireland?
No, we don't. There's two full baseball fields in Ireland. There's one kind of like skim bases, but we've no softball fields. We had one, but well, it wasn't ours. It was on land that was taken back by the airport. We're hoping to, you know, I mean, like, you know, the motto "Build and they will come" is hopefully what we're hoping for. It's but one of the key things in Ireland is we have to merge with baseball before the government will deal with us.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, it's been tricky because you're bringing two national governing bodies together. And not for, you know, it's been a positive interaction, but there's all pieces to come in. But now that we're getting this merger over the line, we're really hopeful that we'll be able to get into Abbottstown, which is our national sports centre, and get a plot of land and look at developing the field, and that's when you can really get into getting the kids involved, which we want to do.
So it sounds there's a lot in store for fast pitch softball in Ireland. Now the 3-1 fouled off by Nikasa, so good comeback by Ariana Jarvis. She was down 3-0, now the count 3-2 with one away and two runners on.
And like I have to say, it's great to see what you guys are doing here with the coverage of it. I think the streaming, you know what I mean, like it's, you know, we have to get the game out there. Like you look at the numbers, the World College World Series had this year 1.8 million unique viewers. Like, you know, we need to get the game out there. Like these are elite women. Yeah, I'd call that a strike. We've got elite women out here playing the sport. These are like, these two sets of teams are like one half game away from, you know, going to an Olympic qualifier.
Oh yeah,
you know.
you're right.
And you know, they're not getting any recognition in their own countries. They're getting no media. We have a thing in Ireland called the 20 by 20, which is like get 20% more women's sports on TV by 2020. Like you can't get the engagement, you can't get the finances. These ladies are high performance ladies, and across the tournament, and we need to recognise them more and promote them more.
So that was another strikeout by Ariana Jarvis. So good start of her
gone.
relief appearance, and now it seems the coach has been thrown out of the game for arguing the call, as Lissy Katos is waiting for her turn at bat. Now the coach is talking to the umpire, but I don't think he can take that call back, and I think he was pretty clear.
I think I should probably not comment on the matter.
You're right. Yeah, let's keep this civil. But you can see passions are flaring up. I mean,
Yeah,
this
like,
is beginning to be a really interesting ball game. I mean, they're battling for 7th place in Europe.
And Tony's a good guy, and Tony's a good coach, so he's passionate. And like, I wouldn't say our coach wouldn't do the exact same thing. It's like there's a lot of stakes. 7th in Europe is not to be sneezed at.
Exactly.
There's world ranking points on the table. There's European Championship ranking points on the table. There's seedings for next year's Europeans.
There's a lot at stake. As Tony
I give Chelsea a wave. Now the competitiveness between them and the Montioni sisters is amazing. And her sister's her sister's on the bench for Greece this morning as well. So it's unfortunate her father Nick isn't here because her father Nick, the Montioni's father Mike, and myself, we could probably stay up all night talking about softball, and that's what I love about these trips.
I love those nights.
And sure, hey, if you make it to the Quality Inn tonight, we have a thing called Coach's Corner.
That sounds pretty good. So now still some discussions going on, and the players on the field waving at Colin, who's sitting next to me in the commentator's booth, and hopefully we'll be ready to resume the game shortly. So how many people do you think are watching us right now in Ireland?
I know my mum probably is anyway. I don't know. It's a work day. It's an hour behind, but again, the numbers we had when we played USA last week, we had 150,000 people zoom in from the US, and we had over 40,000 unique hits in Ireland on our live feed. And we took your lead. We went with a 5-camera system, HD quality. You know what I mean? Like again, it goes back to promoting the sport.
Exactly. I mean,
like Irish people genuinely want to support sports. Like they find a reason to do sports, they'll be there. They're all in. We had 500 people at the game in Dublin. Like half of them didn't know what they were watching. My father argued every umpire's call, and he didn't know what he was all talking about. Sorry, Dad, I know you are listening.
So we'll be ready to resume with Lissy Katos ready to step into the batter's box as the coach was escorted from the field. Yeah. I don't think he's allowed to stay here. I talked to him before the game, and I wanted to have him join me on the broadcast.
Probably
I don't think it's possible now.
Well, I'm just hoping he's wearing an undershirt because they say you have to take your shirt off after you get ejected.
That is right. And as the umpires jog back to their positions at second and third.
Who would be an umpire, eh?
It's a tough job, eh?
Absolutely. And like I think the umpiring, has been pretty good this tournament. For considering the stress and pressure that they were under, you know what I mean? Like it's tough. There's a lot at stake this tournament. An awful lot of programs are going to lose funding now.
That is right. Now 2 out. Lissy Katos, the third basewoman, takes the first pitch in the zone for a called strike 1.
At the risk of giving this to commentators, of course, this girl's got power if she gets hold of it. I'll touch wood now.
Now 0-1 pitch coming up from Jarvis. And that's hit foul. 0-2 now.
In every game in sport, you always know, you always get the feel for defining moments in a game.
Yeah, this could be an important moment in the game as the Greeks still have 2 runners on in scoring position. And Ariana Jarvis is trying to put out the threat Now the 0-2 delivery. Now missed outside. A good pitch for the count. 1-2 now. So are you planning to bring any club team to any of the European club competitions down the line?
That would be the plan. It's for us, like, you know, I'd say the challenge is we need to get the sport going up and going at the domestic level. You know, it's wonderful to bring these girls in. Everyone were proud to play for their country, and that's it. Go get it.
Now let's
go get it.
To short, and the throw
Yes!
first, and a great scoop by the fielder to get out number 3. An important defensive play by Team Ireland.
Well, that's going to make it for an interesting wedding next Friday with Ali throwing out the brides.
I'm sure they'll have a lot to talk about. We'll be going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. In the top, the Greeks scored 2 runs. Let's have another look at the replay. Good throw and good scoop by Lauren Packer, who came in to play first. So thank you, Colin, for joining me.
Hey, an absolute pleasure. And again, thank you for everything.
Good luck to your team and to your program, and see you around. Goodbye.
Bye.
And we're back in Ostrava for the bottom part of the 3rd innings of this interesting 7th place game between Greece and Ireland. The score now 6-3 in favor of Ireland. Batting next will be number 77, Ariana Jarvis. She's got a home run already in the game, a 3-run shot in the bottom of the 1st inning. She also came in as a reliever to pitch, doing a pretty good job, I must say. She struck out 2 and then induced the ground ball to get out number 3 to eliminate the threat. That ground ball was hit by number 10, Chelsea Lysikatos. So the first pitch to Jarvis swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. You could see on the replays that the coach for the Greek side got tossed from the game by the home plate umpire. And now laser beam on the ground, foul. 0-2 the count now. Really strong arms on Ariana Jarvis. She hit one over the fence the first time up. Now the count on her is 0-2. So now the 0-2 missed low and away. And now the 1-2. And that's a good off-speed pitch down in the dirt by Stavru. She struck out her opponent, that was Ariana Jarvis, and that will bring up the designated player number 43, Shelby Greifman. Good piece of pitching there by Stavru. And her first pitch to Greifman missed outside. 1-0 the count. And that one missed upstairs, 2-0. Now Stavru is asking the home plate umpire, that is Luis Ignacio Pardo, about what was wrong with that pitch. The call was too high. And that one gets a piece of the zone for a called strike one. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Shelby Greifman. We've got Maura Kiri in the on-deck circle. And Catherine Stavru is ready with the 2-1 delivery. And that's a sharp liner, and that will get through the outfielder all the way to the wall. And Shelby Greifman gets a stand-up double. Well, depending on what the ruling will be by the scorer of this game. Still a good piece of hitting there by the Irish designated player. Tough play for the center fielder. Gets to the wall. The right fielder was right there to pick it up and make the throw to second, but not in time. So Team Ireland now have a runner on in scoring position at second with 1 down. Batting is number 8, Maura Kiri. And an off-speed pitch down in the dirt by Stavru. 1-0 the count. That one missed outside. 2-0. Stavru looking into the dugout for the sign. Now she deciphers what it means, and the 2-0 delivery, and that's called a foul by the home plate umpire. Nice shot down the left field line by Maura Kiri, and that's Shelby Greifman. She's the runner on at second. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 away. And the runner in scoring position on at second. And Stavru with the 2-1 delivery. And that one gets a piece of the zone. 2-2 the count now. And Stavru ready with the 2-2 pitch. And that's hit softly towards short, and the ball falls on the ground. No catch made. Good play, though, by the shortstop. This wasn't an easy ball to catch. She had to dive head first to try and get it. We'll have another look at that. It was hit rather softly, and she put some leather on it, but the ball didn't end up in her glove, so that will be ruled either an error or an infield hit, as number 35, Alexandra Monteleone, takes the first pitch for a ball. So 1 away, 2 runners on, and hitter number 8 in the batter's box. Good off-speed pitch by Stavru. 1-1 now. Stavru with the 1-1 delivery to Monteleone, and that one's drilled down the line, foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And that's hit on the ground to third. And that will be a double play. Good job by, I think that was Chelsea Lysakaitis. She picks up the ground ball, steps on third, and then the throw to first for a double play to eliminate the threat. So after 3 complete, Ireland 6, Greece 3. We'll be back with more live women's fastball after the break. Shelby Greifman. She's the runner on at second. 2 balls and 1 strike. One away. Welcome back to Arrows Park, Ostrava, the Czech Republic, for the top part of the 4th innings of the 7th place game at the 21st Women's European Championship. Ireland are leading against Greece by a score of 6-3, but this is still promising to be quite an interesting ball game. We've seen it all. We've seen a couple of home runs. We've seen a double play, and we've seen a coach ejection a while earlier. So let's wait and see what other aspects of the game will be put on display here by these two teams who battle it out for 7th spot in Europe. Batting now is number 8, Catherine Karamouzis. Now the 2-0 pitch in the zone for a called strike 1, so 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitcher for the Irish side is Ariana Jarvis, who came in relief of Mackenzie McGrath. Now the 2-1 pitch, drop ball missed downstairs. 3-1 now on the Greek catcher. And a 3-1 delivery by Ariana Jarvis. Coming up next, here it comes. And that one missed low and inside, and a walk given up by the Irish hurler. And that will bring up number 18. That's Anastasia Stavru, I believe, who came in to replace Irani Zavitsanu. But her pinching appearance didn't last long. She swung at the first pitch she saw and hit a pop-up fly to right field. And now another ball popped up, and under it comes the third baseman to make the routine catch. A bit impatient was Stavru. She only saw 2 pitches in the game. She popped up both, and we're back to the top of the lineup for the Greek side with number 17, Eleni Murray Spirakis, the shortstop. As I said, she is the all-time hit leader at the Saratoga High School in California. She played for Santa Clara. She was a freshman 2 years ago, in 2017. Batting leadoff for the Greek side. Facing Jarvis with a runner on at first. That's the catcher, Catherine Karamouzis. So Eleni Mary Spirakis ready for her next pitch. Good drop ball missed inside. And the count according to the scoreboard. I just missed the umpire showing the count. So now, and that one's driven well into the outfield, and will that clear the fence? No, that hits the fence. And the runners rounding third, and now the throw towards home plate and the tag. 4 and out. Good play going from the center fielder through the shortstop to the catcher. Bang bang play. The call made by the first base umpire, Michael Rignoli, and we're going to have another look at that. Good piece of hitting there by Spirakis all the way into the wall. Picked up the throw to short. The throw was a bit off, and it's hard to say whether she got the tag or no. However, the call was made. Good piece of softball there by Team Ireland. Batting next is number 13, Alexis Bezos. Batting right-handed now. First at bat, she batted left-handed. Now for the second time in a row, she's in the right-hand batter's box with 2 out. And Spireka is the runner on at third. 1-1 the count now, and it's getting a bit windy here at Arrows Park in Ostrava, Czech Republic. We'll be bringing you 3 more games after this, but more about that later. Now the 1-1 pitch, and that's hit into the gap, and that will bring in Spirakis. 6-4 the score now. So the Greeks are nibbling on that Irish lead bit by bit. Now run difference is only 2 runs. Batting next, number 6, Anissa Iliopoulos, the left fielder, with 2 away, as we're having another look at a hit the other way by Bezos. That one's fouled into the catcher. So being aggressive as Iliopoulos, Anissa Iliopoulos, is playing in left field. And just a correction, that throw from the outfield was courtesy of the left fielder, left-handed player. So we're 7-6, 2 out at home plate. Now the 0-1, swung on and missed. Good hat there by the Greek left fielder. Anissa Iliopoulos, player number 6. Alexis Bezos is the runner on at first. 2 away, 0-2 the count, and Jarvis with the pitch. Down in the dirt, a good blocking stop by the catcher. There's a Griswold of Team Ireland. 1-2 the count now. There's the Greek power hitter, Anissa Iliopoulos, and the pitch by Jarvis. Tad of speed, missed outside. 2-2 the count now. Two balls and 2 strikes, with 2 down. Runner on at first. And Jarvis with the pitch. And that's hit on the ground, foul. And everything will go back to where it was. And the umpire is going to have a look at the ball. And it will need replacing. That's Daryl Pittman, third base umpire. Count 2-2 with 2 away, but we're not ready to resume play as the third base umpire is not in his position. He's jogging back towards second. And Ariana Jarvis ready with another 2-2 delivery. And that's hit softly towards the scorer booth. That is located on top of the first base dugout here at the lovely venue in the town of Ostrava, Moravian Silesian region, lovely part of the country. Another 2-2 pitch by Ariana Jarvis, and that's hit into shallow left field. The runner is held up on at second. Back-to-back hits for the Greek side. Good piece of hitting there by their power hitter, Anissa Iliopoulos, and that will bring up number 19, Konstantina Zepeda, the right fielder. So the game-tying run is now on at first. The go-ahead run is in the batter's box. Batting left-handed, ready to see the first pitch from Jarvis. And that one missed outside. 1-0, and this really is getting to be an interesting ball game between Greek and Ireland. 1-0 the count on the Greek power hitter, Zepeda. And Jarvis with the pitch. And that will be hit into the gap, and the runner's rounding third. The throw coming home, not in time, and it gets away from the catcher, so both runners will move up 60 feet, both into scoring position now. Good piece of hitting there by the power hitter, number 19, Konstantina Zepeda. She hits one into the 3-4 gap. Good job by the runner not getting hit by that hit. Now a bit of a defensive conference going on in the pitcher's circle as we'll have another look at the replay. Into the gap. Picked up by the right fielder, and the throw going home. Throw was off and not in time as Bezos slid home safely for run number 5 for the Greeks. So the game-tying run now 60 feet shy off home plate. And the go-ahead run is now on at second. And a quick call into the bullpen. And the Irish side will bring up number 18. That's got to be Kelly Nelson, I believe. So with 2 out and 2 runners in scoring position, the Irish side going to the bullpen one more time, which will mean that Ariana Jarvis will go back to first. Definitely want to keep her bat in the lineup. It's Kelly Nelson. She took bronze last year with the under-22 team in Trnava, Slovakia. She had an ERA of 1.24, 43 strikeouts. And she took silver that same year, last year, with the under-19 team. She was batting .407 at that tournament. You saw her pitching stats for this tournament. And she's pitched 21 1/3. And now that one will get away, and this will tie the ball game. Not a good start of the relief appearance by Kelly Nelson. So it's 6-all now. So we're back to square one with this game. The batter is number 12. Eftimia Marinakis pitched down in the dirt, got away from the catcher, and that allowed the runner to score easily. So we're in the top of the 4th innings. And after the Irish took their early lead, their bats have been silent since the 2nd inning. They still have the bottom of 4th coming up next. Good pitch by Kelly Nelson now. And that one's hit into deep center field. At the wall is the center fielder, and that hits the wall and falls on the ground. That will probably be ruled a base hit, so a stand-up double by Eftimia Marinakis, and the Greeks are in the lead for the first time in this game. What an innings, or half innings now by the Greeks. There's Nelson with the pitch. Marinakis, good hack. And it got over the center fielder, that's Sarah Sullivan, and a stand-up RBI double with 2 away. Batting now number 25, and that's hit up in the air into deep right field, and under it comes the right fielder to make the catch. So we'll be going to the bottom of the 4th innings with the Greeks now up by 1 run. Well, I need to check that again because the scoreboard here says it's 6-6. And the play-by-play says it's 6-3. So I'm going to curb the excitement a little bit. And I'll be back with an update as soon as I have it. But we'll be going to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll see Greifman, Peary, and Monteleone. Is that possible? See that there's a pinch Hither ready, and yeah, it is indeed 7-6, so I'm not feeding you nonsense as we're looking at some of the replays. This one by Spirakis into the wall, and the 7-6-2 play and the tag at home plate. You can see that Karamuzis wasn't too happy about the call. Too bad there's no video assisted referees in softball yet. That was another run scored by Bezos. Now hit into the fence by Marinakis, I believe. And we'll be ready to start the bottom part of the fourth innings. Greece 7, Ireland 6, and there's going to be a pinch hitter. That's number 44. That's Cassandra McGrath. And she's ready to face Stavru. And that one's popped up into the netting behind home plate for a foul ball. It's already 4:11 here in the Czech Republic. I believe the next game was scheduled to start at 4:15, was it? So there's going to be a bit of a delay. Now that one's hit out of the park, foul. 0-2. Cassandra McGrath. Batting 1 for 7 in the tournament. And that one down in the dirt. And the Irish definitely want to get those runs back. They're getting a bit louder in the dugout, and this is really getting to be a hell of a ball game, and it might take for a couple more whiles now. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cassandra McGrath. So the 2-2 delivery coming up next from Stavru. And that one hit foul. Right back at third base ump. Long at bat by the pinch hitter, Cassandra McGrath. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the official count according to the home plate umpire. An off-speed pitch hit foul in between the legs. The count still 1-2. Stabber looking into the dugout. And she's ready with another 1-2 delivery. And that was a good pitch. Missed outside by a little bit. Two and two the count, with none out. And Stavru deciphering the sign, and the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. So McGrath goes down and strikes after what was a long at bat. She got a couple of foul balls, and that will bring up the leadoff batter in the Irish lineup for this game. That's player number 23, the center fielder, Ciara Sullivan. She has struck out twice in this ball game. So 1 away. The leadoff batter is now in the batter's box for Team Ireland. And Stavru with the delivery. And a good pitch gets a piece of the zone for a called strike 1. 0-1. And the 0-1 delivery, and that's popped out. Is there room for play? Barely. No, it ended up just on the edge of the roof of the first base dugout. So Sullivan will go back. 0-2 the count. As we'll have another look at that situation, and you can see just on the edge. That would have been a tough play for Marinakis to make. Now the 0-2 delivery, and that missed inside. And you can see it's getting quite windy. It's a bit dusty here, the infield. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Stavru ready with the pitch. Swung on and missed, so that's strikeout number 3 for the Irish leadoff. She's going into the dugout a bit angry with herself, but it's part of the ball game. Sometimes you get a hit, sometimes you get a strikeout, and sometimes it rains. Batting next, number 1, it's one of the center midfielders, Hannah Monteleone. She's playing second base. 2 down, and Stavru with the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 1. And you can see that the momentum of the game has shifted. Now everything seems to be coming in favor of the Greeks. And that's hit towards second baseman, but a good job by Marinakis, who claims the ball and makes the catch. So the Irish score nothing on no hits in the bottom of 4th. So after 4 complete, Greece 7, Ireland 6. We'll be back with more after the break. Welcome back to Arrows Park, Ostrava, the Czech Republic, ladies and gentlemen, for the top part of the 5th innings of this interesting 7th place game here at the 21st Women's European Championship. Pitching now for Team Ireland is number 18, Kelly Nelson. She opens the at-bat for number 10, Chelsea Lysikatis, with the changeup down in the dirt. Good blocking stop by the catcher. Now the 1-0 delivery swung on and missed by Lysikatis. Kelly Nelson hailing off Norton, Massachusetts. This year on March 6th, she struck out 27 batters over 16 innings of play. Now this one's hit up in the air and out of play. It was quite a long ball game, 16 innings against Jacksonville. Her team won that game by score of 2-1. She picked up the win. Now the 1-1 pitch, and that's hit into deep right field, and that will be caught by Maura Kiri for out number 1. Kelly Nelson made her collegiate debut this year on February 15th. She pitched a complete game, allowing only 2 hits. She picked up the win in that 6-0 win over Drexel. Batting now is the catcher, I believe, Catherine Karamuzis, with 1 away. And Nelson with the pitch. Drop ball missed downstairs. 1-1 the count. Nelson with the 1-1 pitch. That one missed upstairs. 2-1 the count now. See what's going on, and The other field, not much. Slovakia playing Croatia. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. So Slovakia against Croatia and Ostrava 2. That's the field behind this one. And that rise ball maybe missed up and away. 3-2 the count according to the scoreboard. With 1 away. And that one missed upstairs, and a walk given up by Kelly Nelson. That will bring up the number 9 batter. Number 18, Anastasia Stavru. She came in to pinch hit instead of Teorani Zavitsanu. And for the first time in this game, she did not swing at the first offering. 1-0 now. She had 2 pop-up flies. And now Nelson with the 1-0 delivery. A good hack, and she sends that one towards the warm-up field. Strong arms on this player number 18. I think she's playing second base now with Marinakis on at first. That one's right in the middle of the zone for a called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So after Stavru only saw 2 pitches in the first 2 times up, now she's 3, and now she drills that one deep, going, and that one's gone. Bye-bye softball, a 2-run shot by Stavru. Man, that was a mammoth home run by player number 18, Anastasia Stavru. She picked the right pitch and sent it for a ride. And now, all of a sudden, the Greeks are up by 3 runs. Man, was that a home run. You can see that the pitch sitting in the top part of the zone. And that one was gone, and I think she knew the minute she hit the ball. So a 2-run shot sets the score to Greece 9 and Ireland 6. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the top of the lineup with Spirakis. And that's hit towards the second basewoman. Soft, shallow pop-up, caught in flight for out number 2 by one of the Monteleone sisters. That was Hannah Monteleone and player number 1. Next up, number 13, Alexis Bezos. Two out. That one missed outside. Nelson with the 1-0. Bit of a rise ball missing upstairs. 2-0. What a ball game. The Greeks now have 10 hits, is it? Probably 11, including that home run. Ireland got 5 hits. The play-by-play is still not up to speed with the developments. That one's right there for a called strike. 3-1 on Alexis Bezos. Wow, a powerful swing by the center fielder for the Greek side. The count now full, and it will be Kelly Nelson with the payoff pitch to Bezos. And that one's sitting on the inside corner of the zone for a called strike 3. So in this part of the game, Greeks scored 2 runs and 2 hits, I believe. One of them a towering home run by one of the Stavru sisters. I'm assuming they're sisters. Don't know that for sure. Gonna have another look. She ripped that one out of the park. What a home run. Look at how pumped she is. So all it took for her was not be so impatient. She saw a couple of pitches in the at-bat, and she sent the 4th one of the at-bat for a long, long ride out of the park. So we'll be heading into the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Greeks now leading by 3 runs. But obviously it's a never-say-die situation for the Irish side. We've still got at least 3 turns to bat in this game. It's still Stavru pitching for the Greeks as we're looking into the stands. Lovely weather here at Arrows Park, Ostrava. Sunny, slight wind coming in from the outfield. Perfect weather for softball. And that's Greg Avalancic, whom I mentioned earlier, the official photographer for this event. You'll see his and other photographers' pictures on our Facebook profile. Make sure you look it up and like it to keep up with the goings-on here in Ostrava. Batting now for Ireland. Number 3, there is a Griswold, the catcher. And the play-by-play app slowly catching up with the developments. Stavru with the 1-0 missed outside, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. That one missed up and away, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. And Stavru with a 3-0 delivery. And that one's drilled down the left field line and caught in flight by the left fielder. So number 3, the catcher for the Irish side, took the 3-0 offering and sent it for a ride. Good catch in the outfield by Anissa Iliopoulos. So the hitter was Teresa Griswold. Next up, Lily Wilmot, number 16, the left fielder. 1 away, and Stavru calls time. She has to make sure she's on the same page with the signs and whatnot. So 1 away. Lily Wilmot, the batter. Stavru pitching, and she hits her. So that's a walk given up, and that will bring him number 77. That's Ariana Jarvis, who already has a home run in the game. She also pitched for a bit. She was the first reliever that the Irish side called on before they turned to their ace, Kelly Nelson. So now with 1 away, 1 runner on, Ariana Jarvis is facing Stavru, and that rise ball misses the zone. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery coming up next. Good off-speed drop ball missed downstairs as the Greek coach calls time and steps onto the field to talk to her battery. And again, we've got a bit of wind coming in from the outfield, sending dust to fly all over the place. Be ready to resume play. Still Catherine Stavru in the pitcher's circle. She had to come in the first inning with 1 away, and she's only allowed 1 run since then. That one missed outside by a little bit. 2-0 the count. Now Now the 2-0 delivery. And that one finds a piece of the zone. Called strike. Now the 2-1 delivery by Stavru. And that's hit into the gap. And the runner will be held up. No, she's going for third, and the throw and the tag. What a play. Great defensive play by the right fielder, number 19. Look at her all smiling. She did a terrific job picking up the ball and making the long throw to third. That's number 19, Konstantina Zepeda. And yeah, I mean, they should have held her up. And the tag, I mean, the right fielder already had the ball and the runner wasn't even on at second. I know you want to score runners, but this was too much of a risky play in my opinion. And you can see in the background that there's a game going on in Ostrava 2. As I mentioned earlier, that's Slovakia against Croatia. So another good defensive play in this ball game, and we've seen it all. We've seen home runs, coach ejection, double play, good throws from the outfield. First time was a relay throw, and now it just went all the way from the right field to third to get the out. Batting now is number 43, Shelby Greifman. Count 1-1, apparently. Good off-speed pitch sitting on the top part of the zone. 1-2 the count now with 2 away and a runner on at first. And the pitch from Stavru. Hit foul. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning of this exciting ball game. That will decide who takes 7th place at the 21st Women's European Championship. And now Stavru with the pitch. And that one's sitting on the inside corner of the zone for a called strike 3. So Stavru gets out of the jam. Also with the help of her teammates. So after 5 complete, Greece 9, Ireland 6. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to Ostrava, ladies and gentlemen. This is the top part of the 6th innings of the 7th place game. It's been quite a ball game so far. Batting now, number 6, Anissa Iliopoulos. He made the good catch down the line previously to rob. There's a Griswold off a base hit. Well, it may even have ended up foul, and that's hit towards short, picked up, and the throw to first in time for the out, according to first base umpire Michael Rangley. Good play by the shortstop. That is Alexandra Monteleone on the throw to the first baseman. Look at the replay. Good pickup. And it's tough to see from that angle, but the runner definitely thought she was safe. Batting now, number 19, Konstantina Zepeda. Batting left-handed. And the drop ball missed downstairs. And Nelson with the pitch. And that one in the zone for a called strike one. 2-1 the count now. And Nelson with the 2-1 delivery. Wow, good pitch sitting on the knees of number 19, Konstantina Zepeda. 2-2 the count now. That one missed outside. So 3-2, and now the payoff by Nelson. Swung on and missed by Zepeda, strike three. That's the second out of the inning. And now we'll bring up Marinakis. Started as the DP. Well, she started in the pitching circle. And now she drills one into center field going, and that one's gone. What a shot by Marinakis for the 10th run in the game for her team. She wasted no time. She took the first offering and ripped it over the wall in center field. I think this is the 4th home run of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, quite a ball game this one. And it seems that there will be a pitching change for Team Ireland, so that's it for Kelly Nelson. And pitching now will be number 43. She started as the designated player. And another look at that home run over the fence in center field. Ladies and gentlemen, what a ball game this is. So that's number 43. Coming into pitch, Shelby Greifman. So it seems that the Irish coaches have quite a few pitchers to choose from. She's pitched 4 innings. She struck out 10. Got an ERA of just below 7. So the Greeks are out now up by a score of 10-6. The Irish still have at least 2 turns at bat, as Greifman takes her warm-up pitches, and we're looking into the stands. More and more people flowing into the ballpark. There are 3 more games scheduled after this one. That will be Spain against France, then Great Britain against Italy, and then Netherlands against the Czech Republic. So still a lot more fastball to cover. 2 down, and that one's hit into shallow left field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by number 25. That will have been a pinch hitter. There she is, number 25. And that's Brianna Nikaza, so not a pinch hitter. I think she was in the game. Yeah, Nikaza playing second, obviously. And now pinch runner to run instead of her. It's number 20. That's Teodora Scarogiani. So 2 away. Waiting for a turn at bat is number 10, Chelsea Lysikatis. She's talking to the Irish catcher. You may have heard earlier when I had Colin Laver here to join me for half innings. She's very good friends with some of the girls on the Irish team, and now she drills one on the ground, foul. 0-1 the count. That one missed downstairs. 1-1 the count. So Shelby Greifman, the pitcher, number 43. Got a runner on at first. 2 away. This is the top of the 6th innings. And the pitch. A low drop ball hit in the dirt by Lysikaitis. One ball and 2 strikes. Shakes one off, and now the delivery. And a good changeup swung on and missed by Lysikaitis for out number 3, but not before. The Greeks score yet another run courtesy of a solo shot. Another look at the pitch. Swung on and missed, so we'll be going to the bottom of 6th with the Irish now trailing by 4 runs. They are huddled up in front of their dugout. Quick motivational speech, I guess. Obviously these girls will never quit. And that's Marinakis with the home run over fence in center field. Still Stavry pitching. Marinakis stepping on home plate, surrounded by her teammates, Bezos and Zepeda in the outfield. Batting now will be number 24. Look into the dugout for Team Ireland. 24. That's Andrea Jarvis. Ariana's sister, actually twin sister. So she's coming in to pinch hit. She'll be followed by Amar Cunningham, who's in the on-deck circle. So apparently they're bringing in a couple of pinch hitters. They definitely need some traffic now. Score a couple of runs and keep alive in this game. So the first pitch by Stavry, and that's hit down the line, foul. And somebody's warming up down the line in left field, or in foul territory, down the left field line, taking no chances. They want to have another pitcher ready, so now the 0-1 to Andrea Jarvis. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stavry ready for the 1-1 delivery. And that's drilled into the left field, and that will fall in for a base hit. And she's limping a bit towards first. I don't know if she got hurt just now or if she was already hurt, but they will send in Maura Kiri to run. Good piece of hitting, squared up, got that ball, and you can see her limping, so that's probably why she wasn't in the lineup. Still got her job done. That will bring him number 7, Amar Cunningham. Batting 5 for 9. That one's hit foul. Yeah, 5 for 9 with a triple and 2 runs batted in. And in the on-deck circle, we've got player number 21. That's Nicole Franklin. And then I guess it's back to the top of the order. Good off-speed pitch in the bottom part of the zone by Stavry. Looking at it was Cunningham, so now 1-2 the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Stavry with the delivery. And that one missed outside despite the good framing job by the catcher, number 8, Catherine Karamouzis. 2-2 the count now with none out, one runner on. This is the bottom of the 6th innings. Team Ireland are down by 4 runs. Stavru with the pitch. And that's hit up in the air and foul. So we've been playing for a little bit over 2 hours now, I believe. And we're still not done. Looking behind me into the warm-up area. Nobody's doing anything now. I think they've already done their warm-up and now they gotta wait. They, meaning France and Spain, who will battle it out after this one. And that one missed inside. A pretty good pitch by Stavru. I don't think she was very happy with the call. She's been very good so far. Coming in the 1st inning. She's kept the Irish scoreless since the 2nd inning. 3-2 the count. The payoff by Stavru. And that's drilled down the line, foul. Trying to look into the bullpen for the Greek side. No activity there. I wonder if they have another pitcher to turn to. This is probably both teams, well, obviously this is both teams' last game at the tournament, so they're going all in. Definitely want to end the tournament with a win. Another payoff from Stavru coming up next. And here it is. And a great changeup swung on and missed by Cunningham. Great performance by Stavru. Long at bat. Ends it with the changeup. Next up, number 21, Nicole Franklin. The third basewoman. One away. Runner still on at first. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to third, picked up, and the throw to second in time. They get the force at second, even though there was a bit of hesitation. I mean, she picked up the ball and waited for a little bit of a good throw nevertheless from Chelsea Lysikatos to the second basewoman. They tried to go around the horn, but not in time. And we're back to the top of the lineup with Cara Sullivan, who has struck out 3 times already in this game, as far as I remember. 2 away, 1 runner on. This is the bottom of the 6th innings. Stavru with the pitch. That one missed low and inside. Now Stavru asking the home plate umpire what was wrong with the pitch. I don't think he saw her. One and 0 the count. Stavru with the pitch. Another pitch low and inside. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. And that's hit to short. Softly caught in flight by Spirakis for out number 3. So after 6 complete, Greece 10, Ireland 6. We'll be back for the 7th inning after this. Welcome back to Ostrava, ladies and gentlemen. This is the top part of the 7th innings of the 7th place game between Greece and Ireland. Pitching now is number 43. Shelby Greifman. Facing her will be number 8. Catherine Karamouzis, the catcher. That one missed low and inside. 1-0 pitch. That one's right in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit on the ground towards short, picked up, and a good play by Alexandra Monteleone to get the first out in the inning. Good job by the shortstop. Let's have another look at it. Quick sock hands and the throw to first. Next up, number 18, Anastasia Stavru. 2 pop-ups and a home run. Let's see what happens now. And she takes the first pitch in the zone for a called strike 1. But yeah, she's been making adjustments. As I said, the first 2 at-bats, she swung at the first pitch. Now she's being a bit more patient now. She hits one foul. 0-2. She sent that ball deep previous time up. And Shelby Greifman ready with the 0-2 delivery. And that's hit on the ground to short, picked up, and the throw in time. Another good play by the shortstop. 2 out now. And back to the top of the lineup we go with Spirakis. But not before we have another look at the previous situation. Good job by the shortstop. Not the fastest of run of Stavru, but man, does she have power. Spirakis takes one in the zone for a called strike 1. On 1 with 2 away. That one missed low and inside. Good drop ball missed downstairs. The 2-1. That missed downstairs. 3-1 now, I believe. And Shelby Greifman with the pitch. And that one missed downstairs, so a walk given up to Spirakis, and that will bring up Alexis Bezos, number 13. There's Shelby Greifman ready for the first delivery. And that's popped up towards first, and under it comes number 77, Ariana Jarvis, to make the catch. So we'll be going to the bottom of the 7th innings, and it's do or die now for Ireland as they're trailing by 4 runs. They need to score at least 4 to stay alive in this game. See them huddled up in front of their dugout. Coach talking to them. And there's one thing for sure, these girls, these ladies ain't gonna quit. As great Yogi Berra said, it ain't over until it's over. So there's still a lot of work for the Greek side, who nevertheless have a comfortable lead of 4 runs. Still Stavry on the mound, or in the pitcher circle, to be more exact, for the Greek side. And you can already see some clouds coming in from behind the field. Hopefully the weather will stay clement, if that's even a word. And we'll be able to play all the upcoming 3 games scheduled to take place here at Ostrava 1. So leading off in the bottom of 7th for Team Ireland, number 1, Hannah Monteleone. We got Griswold on deck, Wilmot in the hole. Stavry with the first pitch, and that gets a piece of the zone. Strike 1. Oh and 1, the count. There's some commotion down the right field line. Apparently somebody's going to go throw a couple of warm-up pitches. A good off-speed drop ball pitch sitting outside. 0-2 the count now. Oh and 2 now, and Stavry getting ready for the 0-2 delivery. That's hit on the ground, and that's caught in foul territory. As the ball took the last hop, it bounced away into foul territory. So back into the batter's box goes Hannah Monteleone. Here's another look at that situation. The ball is fair here, and it was foul here. And Stavry with the pitch. Soft rise ball missed upstairs. 1-2. Stavry ready for the 1-2 delivery. And that's hit foul. So another 1-2 delivery by Stavry. And that will get through the middle. And the throw going back to first from center field. Not a bad throw at all. But second baseman got back onto the base. So there's the single up the middle. And Bezos with the throw. Trying to catch her napping. Now batting number 3, the catcher. There is a Griswold. No out. And Stavry with the pitch. And that's hit towards short, and that should be no problem for Sparakis. He makes the catch. 1 away. Next up, number 16, Lily Wilmot. And the pitch. An off-speed pitch missed downstairs. Stavry still pitching hard. He's done a terrific job for her team so far. 1 away. Pitch inside. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. That one gets the call. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 away. 1 runner on at first base. Stavry with the pitch. That one missed low and away. 3-1 the count now. Now the 3-1 delivery. That one's in the zone. 3-2 now. Good pitch by Stavry. the payoff. And that's drilled into the outfield. Over the fence, but foul. Good piece of hitting there by number 16. But the ball curved foul before, not after the pole, and Stavru laughing it off. Still a good piece of hitting there by Lily Wilmot with one away. And Stavru is ready with another payoff pitch. Here it comes. And that one missed outside. So a walk given up by Stavru. And that will bring up number 77, Ariana Jarvis, with a home run already in the game. I said a quick look at the weather forecast. Seems that everything should be fine here in Ostrava. Just a bit overcast now. Hopefully no rain. So 2 runners on. Jarvis takes the first pitch outside, and things are getting tough here for Stavru, still in the pitcher circle. Looking into the dugout. Still, they have one away. They just need to get the outs one after the other. Now the 1-0 delivery from Stavru, and that's in the zone for a called strike one. 1-1 now. 1-1, 1 away, 2 runners on. And Stavru with the pitch, and that's drilled down the line, foul, and that got the pitcher a bit startled, meaning the Irish pitcher, formerly designated player number 43, who's in the on-deck circle. That's Shelby Greifman. So that was a laser beam coming in from Ariana Jarvis. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ariana Jarvis. Catherine Stavru still working hard. And Stavru with the pitch. And that one missed outside. A very good pitch for that count by the Greek hurler. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away and 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 7th inning of the 7th place game. And Stavru with the pitch, and that's hit softly on the ground into foul territory next to the right field line. And everything will go back to where it was. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stavru with the 2-2 delivery to Jarvis, and that one will find the gap. And the throw coming in from the outfield. And this time they held the runner on at third, so that will load the bases for number 43, Shelby Greifman. Great piece of hitting there by Ariana Jarvis. And things are getting interesting here as the game-tying run will now step into the batter's box. She was held up. I mean, they saw earlier what a great hand the right fielder's got. So she got that out on at third. So now the third baseman talking to Stavru. Just taking a quick break. Everything's playing in their favor still, even though the game-tying run is now in the batter's box. You can almost feel the tension in the air here. With 1 away, the Irish need a couple of good hits right now. Stavru getting the sign, getting ready for the pitch. And here she comes. A good pitch which missed low and outside. As I said earlier, there was some activity in the bullpen for the Greek side. Nobody there now. 1-0 the count. That one missed upstairs. 2-0 now. And the Irish players are getting louder in the dugout. That one's hit the other way into left field, and the throw coming into the infield, not in time, so a run scores. And I think Stavru was pointing towards third. They're gonna get the appeal play, and safe, I think, said the umpire, but still good heads-up play by Stavru. Let's have another look. And she makes the catch and throw. So that was run number 7 for the Irish side, and the Greeks are 1 out away from clinching 7th place here at the 21st Women's European Championship. Batting now will be number 8. Morakiri, the right fielder, 2 runs on. And Stavru ready with the pitch. And that one's in the zone for a called strike 1. Still a do-or-die situation for the Irish side. They got the game-tying run in the batter's box. Stavru with the pitch. Missed outside. 1-1 the count. Stavru looking into the dugout, as is her catcher. So their coach is calling the game from the dugout, probably relying on a lot of scouting as well. And that one's hit to third, and the call by the home plate umpire is foul ball. Good call, I must say, or it seemed to me from this angle that the ball indeed was caught in foul territory. Good job by Lysikatis. Chelsea Lysikatis, the third basewoman. Picked it up, stepped on the bag, but the call was foul. I think we'll be able to see that from this angle. Maybe this one. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, actually she didn't even catch it, but it got through and it jumped away. Now that pitch missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning of the 7th place game here at the 21st Women's European Championship. Stavru with the pitch, and that one's hit into deep left field, and under it comes the left fielder, and she makes the catch for the final out of the game. Quite a ball game this was, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen 17 runs scored, a couple of home runs, I think 4, and this was the final out. Seen a double play, seen some good throws coming in from the outfield, and we saw a very good pitching performance by Stavru. He had to come in the first inning after Marinakis surrendered a couple of runs, so a very good first inning for the Irish, but their bats have remained silent pretty much since then. I mean, they did score that 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th inning on the sac fly, but that was it. So with that, the Greek side takes 7th place, the Irish take 8th place. So Antio kai sincharitia, as the Greeks say, goodbye and congratulations to the Greek side, and we'll be back with more European women's fastball in about 15 to 20 minutes. That game will feature France against Spain. This has been a presentation by Playo.tv. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Playo.tv, live broadcasting.